I'm talking about family at this point. Cause you pulled up with just somebody else. I ain't even gonna ask you that question on camera.
What?
You ain't pull up with your team you pull up with. We ain't see Calvin.
Once you get around someone, you be looking up to these people so bad, and once you get around, they don't be who they say they is or who they portray to be. You be like, damn, it's damn near like it's a letdown. So you be more so hurt off, So it's like I just go my own way, like I do my own thing and things like that. So that's more so that's what it was.
The conflict between Gervonta Davis and his longtime trainer Calvin Ford has reached another intense stage, with Davis finally explaining why he chose to separate during training. After facing criticism for joining the Benavidez camp, Davis revealed that he felt stuck in what he considered a difficult situation where he could not win either way with Ford.
Cool, just like you just don't vibe with like what they on. And, I mean, I've been in a situation where though, I was in a lose-lose situation.
Tank Davis has not shared every single reason behind his decision to leave Calvin Ford's camp. Many people in the boxing world have created their own explanations for the change. One of the biggest discussions is that Davis may have become upset over claims that private information from his training camp was being exposed. Reports suggested that some people connected to the camp were allegedly giving away details about his workouts, game plans, and personal matters to opponents and media sources for financial benefit. However, neither Davis nor his former team has officially confirmed these claims. Still, some boxing experts believe that issues involving trust, loyalty, and privacy could have influenced Davis's choice to move into a new training atmosphere.
The fact that there's so many paid snitches in his camp. It was replete with family members and other people who, whenever they got a piece of information about Gervonta Davis, would try to go out and give that information to somebody else in exchange for money. So Gervonta is looking up at the internet, seeing what's being said about him, hearing this information coming out about himself and saying, man, where is this coming from? Originally, and this was a couple years ago, I remember when Gervonta started getting upset with it and he started blocking people and getting mad about stuff. And he started telling Kenny and Calvin, that basically not to be announcing things, not to say things about who he's going to fight next or what he's going to do next, because Gervonta started getting irritated about that. I also know that Calvin Ford stopped talking to the media for a long period of time. Kenny Ellis stopped talking to the media about Gervonta in that way because they were appeasing Gervonta and Gervonta's desire to have that information.
Recent reports state that Gervonta Davis has officially started working with experienced trainer Jose Benavidez Sr. at the Benavidez camp, creating a major shift before his upcoming return to boxing. This change comes after increasing rumors about Davis and longtime coach Calvin Ford becoming separated in recent months. Davis choosing to train with Jose Benavidez Sr. has created major conversations across the boxing community, with many fans and analysts questioning how this new partnership might affect the undefeated champion's future performances.
10, 9, 8, 7, power, 6, 5, power, 4, power, 3, 2, 1 more.
Undefeated rising prospect Amado Vargas believes Gervonta Davis's reported decision to train with Jose Benavidez Sr. could turn out to be a great move, even though it places Tank in a completely new training environment compared to what he has experienced throughout his career. Vargas, who has spent significant time around David Benavidez and Jose Benavidez Sr., explained that he has personally seen the extreme level of their training sessions. According to Vargas, Benavidez regularly challenges top-level sparring partners and pushes them beyond their limits, creating a tough atmosphere where every fighter is forced to improve. He believes that this type of intense environment could help a fighter like Davis, who is already known as one of boxing's most dangerous punchers. Vargas explained that although the training methods may be different from what Davis learned under Calvin Ford, adapting to new strategies and working with elite fighters could help him develop further. He believes that new coaching ideas and difficult challenges often bring out the highest level of performance from great champions.
I know you spent some time with David Benavidez as well.
Yeah.
And his father. And then we found out yesterday, I think it was, that Tank Davis is going to train with his father. Did you see that?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
How do you think that's going to go?
I mean, look, I think that's a different look. I think definitely that might be really good. I know Jose Benavidez is a real great trainer. I was able to train with them, see him spar, and see him obviously work with his son. And I mean, Benavidez is crazy. He was lighting up his sparring partners. I was just like, oh, I'm gonna try that.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna try this. Like, so it was crazy to see it. It was definitely crazy to see it. But I think that'd be a different look. I think that's the whole thing about boxing. You just want to continue to learn. You want to get different looks. You want to see what works, see what doesn't work, and hopefully it does work for him.
Former two-time world champion Sean Porter believes Gervonta Davis's choice to train with Jose Benavidez Sr. might be the exact change he needs before returning to competition. During his podcast, Porter explained that after working with the same coaching team for many years, a new trainer can sometimes bring fresh energy, rebuild motivation, and improve areas that may have stopped developing. He clarified that this does not mean Davis's longtime coach Calvin Ford made mistakes, but instead that top-level fighters often need different viewpoints during important moments of their careers. Porter also highlighted that the Benavidez camp is known for extremely challenging workouts and a serious approach to preparation. Those qualities, he believes, could help Davis reach another level. With Tank preparing to return after a long break from boxing, Porter feels this new training environment could allow him to come back stronger mentally and more prepared physically for future challenges.
I feel like there's some comfort there.
Is that what it is?
I feel like that's what it is. I feel like there's some
They both
comfort.
get.
He's down in Florida, if I'm not mistaken.
Miami, yeah.
It's Washington.
Yeah, he's between
Seattle, Washington, Florida, Arizona, Vegas.
He be everywhere.
Yeah. Which might match the lifestyle of Gervonta Davis, you know.
Yeah, surprising to see it. I think, but I feel like he's comfortable with Jose, and just telling y'all what I know. Sometimes that's all it takes. Whatever's gonna get this light flip up, turned on, and keep it on. Sometimes it's comfort. I just need somebody I feel comfortable with, that I can be myself with, and that, you know, when I'm ready to move, they moving. When they ready to move, I'm moving. And I feel like he thinks he has that with Jose.
Gervonta Davis is expected to return to the boxing ring this fall, and according to several reports, he has already spent multiple weeks training with veteran coach Jose Benavidez Sr. before officially confirming their partnership. Boxing reporter Abraham Gonzalez shared on social media that sources told Fight ATW that Jose Benavidez Sr. would be training Gervonta Tank Davis for his upcoming fall fight. This decision came after Davis and Benavidez spent weeks working together to determine whether the partnership was the right match. The move represents one of the biggest changes of Davis's professional career after years of working with longtime trainers Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis. Although it is still uncertain what role Ford and Ellis will have moving forward, everything suggests that Davis is accepting a new beginning as he prepares for his comeback. Calvin Ford has remained alongside Davis since the early days of his boxing career, helping transform him from a talented young fighter from Baltimore into one of the biggest names in the sport. Throughout the years, Ford has always praised Davis's natural skills, while saying that the boxing world has not yet seen his full potential. The experienced trainer has often explained that even though Tank has produced incredible knockouts and won championships in different weight divisions, he still believes there are many parts of Davis's abilities that have not been fully developed. Ford has repeatedly stated that Davis can become a more complete fighter by combining his powerful attacks with stronger discipline, improved ring intelligence, and better consistency throughout a full 12-round fight.
So do you believe that? Because everybody say, like, we haven't seen the best of Tank, just based on, like, for real. Like,
only me and I believe 3 other coaches that really know Tank, that's seen when Tank get to that point.
But what point? Like, what you mean?
I can't tell y'all that.
We just got to see what's going on.
We got to see what's going on. And Martin, African-American, came from Detroit.
Yep.
Tank always teased him, he ain't that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know his struggle. But I see his brothers. That's right, I pay attention to your brother. I pay attention to everything. That's why I'm that G. But he have an opportunity. His Lord has him in this position to spark.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But I understand our mission with Gervonta.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's on a mission. And that's why I said, they say, Martin, it's not your fault. You're not in the way.
Right. It's
You're not in the way. It's not you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I know you're there for a reason.
Right.
For Davis, Ford was not only a trainer, but also a powerful influence who brought guidance, discipline, and direction during a challenging period of his life. Ford always believed in Davis's abilities and played an important part in developing him into a world champion. Calvin Ford's impact on Gervonta Davis extended much further than the normal trainer-fighter relationship. In many ways, Ford became like a father figure to Davis, who grew up without a consistent fatherly presence. Ford helped create stability and discipline during a difficult childhood, supporting Davis as he faced many obstacles, from financial struggles to the dangers and pressures of street life.
Tank, when you first met Calvin, the first time you met him, what do you remember at age 7?
When I met him, I think he brushed me off because he had a fight on. He had a fight on right there. I think he brushed me off.
He was a baby.
I was a baby.
He was a baby. No, but guess what? When he got around me, how did that treat you?
Yeah.
He used to be in the gym, and man, I still hear a screaming voice in my head.
Yeah, we was all kids. Like everybody that came up with us, still with us. We came up as like kids. Even Coach Kenny been around for a while. Like this the coach that I was telling you about. Like all the fighters that came before me, and I watched them cuss, even me. But I watched them cuss a lot of fighters out and tell them about the streets, and they wind up still doing it. And probably one of them in jail, and the rest did.
Even with reports suggesting that their partnership has recently ended, Calvin Ford has continued showing respect and support for his former fighter. He still believes that the best version of Gervonta Davis has not yet been displayed inside the boxing ring. Ford explained that Davis is doing well, taking care of his family, and enjoying life while continuing his journey through boxing. He compared life's challenges to a story where every person experiences struggles, and those experiences help shape the person they become in the future.
Oh, he's doing great. He's doing great. His mental's great. The kids great. He just, I would say, living life, going through what fight. As we sit here and listen to JoJo's story, everybody go through something, but that's what's going to make them who they're going to be in the future.
However,
Jose Benavidez Sr. has openly stated that he believes Gervonta Davis still has the ability to reach championship-level greatness. The experienced coach believes that when Davis gives full commitment to boxing, maintains discipline outside the ring, and puts complete focus into his preparation, only a small number of fighters can truly challenge him at his highest level. Benavidez Sr. has praised Davis's powerful punches, incredible timing, defensive skills, and advanced boxing intelligence, describing him as one of the most gifted fighters in today's sport. He also believes that despite Davis already becoming a multi-division world champion, there are still areas where he can continue improving. According to Benavidez Sr., the mission is to polish Tank's complete style while strengthening the qualities that have made him one of boxing's biggest stars. If Davis stays dedicated and accepts the demanding training environment of the Benavidez camp, his new coach believes fans may soon see the strongest and most complete version of Tank Davis inside the ring.
People that are associated with that gym, Upton Gym, and all of the things that are going on with Krishan Rock and Coach Calvin and Gervonta, there are definitely people in that camp that do not have the best interests of Gervonta Davis at heart and make decisions that are detrimental to Gervonta Davis. And because they do that, Gervonta Davis, if he is not aware of it, has very good reason for getting a team that has a fresh start. And it's not because of anybody being a bad person, but it is just the nature of family businesses, that at a certain point in time, things can become corrosive. And I personally have experienced that corrosion in that gym.